I am also surprised by the mana burn select, but it's not like he's gonna actually cast it regardless whether he has mana burn or not. So
Actually going to be Faith getting caught out by that Torrent here. It looks like he is going to be going down. He could get a little bit more move speed with the Spirit, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit too much for him.
Nice
He will be
blocks.
right-click down, and that's going to be Kunkka actually land him to pick up the first blood. So he's going to go for Boots for sure, and that'll turn into Phase pretty early on.
what's your thought on the off-lane Elder mid? Like you had the last final pick, and they picked the Viper, so.
Yeah. Maybe thought the range versus melee would favor them, but instead it's going to be Frostbite and the Nova into the Impale, and Torrent hits on 2, and while the Sunray does quite a bit, it's not going to be enough to keep Lin up. Now it's going to be Kabu trying to finish off Fenrir. He will succeed in that, but will it cost him his life? A Torrent coming out? No, faked out, and Kabu not going to be sticking around too long. So it's just going to be a 1-for-1 here, but it is only a lane around them nicely, but if they get the full flank, I still think he has to be quite wary here. And yeah, they're going to be pouncing as hard as they can. Can they hold the Magic Missile long enough, though? The TP, they don't have the range for it, unfortunately, and Old 11 will slip through their fingers.
Surprised that he TP all the way back to base.
Yeah. In the meantime, 3v1 here on the mid. It's going to be the Viper to go down. Just, again, that chain stun combo that they have so well. And you do have the extra stun duration guaranteed from the fact that Old Chicken.
Nice added benefit of being able to deny creeps, for example, if you're playing a supportive role in the laning stage. Landham looks like the Viper is going on to him, but not really too much. Top lane here, Fenrir gets slowed down here, but a tower clapped as well, and definitely dead.
Oh, but they're going to be seeing a Sunder coming out from Ice. One more hit, and that would be the death of the Vengeful Spirit. But nevertheless, it is just going to be a nice little rotation stomp play. And yeah, Echo Stomp under tower can cause some problems. Oh my gosh, why is Kabu here? He could have easily walked back, but he was afraid of the Nyx Assassin, and in doing so, he got caught out by the Mirror Image. Old Chicken flanks with a Vendetta anyways, and they end up picking up 2. Oh, the Nyx finds a way to pincer them in. They knew about it. They were very wary of it, but minor problems too, because he loves to cast out all his spells, especially the Vendetta, quite frequently, and he hasn't always had the biggest pool for it, so... you either opt for the Soul Ring, or in this case the Arcanes, and actually cancels the Echo Stomp, which guarantees the kill on Faith. There's no way out, and they're going to take the tower most likely as well. It's very healthy for the moment at 1024 HP, but you can see how quickly EHOME.iceiceice is going to break it down.
Yeah, also another thing that adds to the mana problem for Nixus, in the mid game, the only way he can farm is use his Impale on creeps, which also doesn't help your mana problem. So looks like we do have it. Oh, spike canceling LPC now in a lot of trouble in the trees there, and he is straight up dead. I do hear a Sunder going off, and EHOME.iceiceice now going on Kabu that's porting in. Well, that's going to be a double easy here for EHOME.iceiceice, and that Dragonlance is going to be, well, already finished.
Yeah, they were way too hungry for that one. They thought they could get the Supernova off there. Really going to be able to get the mini stun onto the Elder Titan post Echo Stomp. Start coming in with the flank, but he can't finish off the Nyx before Vendetta. Now U9 has to pop the Shadow Dance Dark Pack to finish off Fenrir, and he's going to get a little bit body blocked before jumping through. So that is going to be the kill score at 5-9, but Old Chicken just playing a Houdini, and they get the tower. They get 4 kills
kind of for the high ground push, if they get to the high ground push. So I am very concerned about this last pick Viper. He needs to be huge for them to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, and he's actually just going to get stunned out here. It's going to be a pretty easy kill with the Torrent and the boat, and that's going to set his net worth back even further. If you look at items, we have the mech time coming out for the Viper at the same time as the Darkseer. In fact, the Old 11 is only 200 net worth. For me, like, X is something you pick up by level 2, almost guaranteed, as a support Kunkka, but he's like, I got a Frostbite, I've got a Fortune's End, and that's plenty for him.
Mid lane looks like we are going to see initiation here. There's going to be a Ravage being hit against the Team TongFu. The Vac as well as the Nova, and it's all Terrorblade all the way now. The X going to try to maybe cover the retreat. The boat's going to fly through. The Egg could actually pop out here. In fact, it will, but really there's no damage to back that up. In fact, EHOME with that Metamorphosis, I do hear X going off somewhere, and I believe they will chase down a Viper. So more net worth issues here coming out from TongFu, and this should be a very easy victory considering what's actually happening here for Team EHOME.
At least the Viper has, I guess the way he probably looks at it, as we see U9 in some trouble here. Do they have Sentry Wards though? They have the X and a Sentry, and they will be pulling him in right next to that Torrent boat. He is going to be wasting his Shadow Dance duration, and they're just going to be completely surrounding him. U9 in real trouble and can't get the pounce away. Perfect blocks and great execution from EHOME as they find a kill on this critical carry. But to further that point, I really do think that there is a huge amount of value in the X, but maybe Lanham
Might just be the Fiery Spirits. Terrorblade, though, pops up BKB and the Metamorphosis, essentially protecting his teams by doing so. But I don't think they're going to get anything out of it. No, they're going to get X1, and looks like the Phoenix is going to be the first one to drop. Defensive swap and the mech, but Phoenix walks back into the fight.
Oh, testing that Thunder out here. I gets it on Unai!
My God.
Oh, that is so clutch. Just barely surviving just long enough with the Kunkka's rum. It was ticking down, so it's been on him for a long, long time. And just dropping down to critical HP.
A team fight, that would have been the way he scripted out. That was just perfect.
I really want to see how low he got before that hit here. If I can find it fast enough, I will. But it's just going to be a jump. They're diving. They're hungry for blood. They're not going to have time for numbers.
This is GG right here.
Straight up. They found 2 big pickups
okay,
here.
maybe not.
I think so. Lin's going to be slowed down by his own corrosive. They just need one more hit on him. They pull him back. They finish him off. Yeah, ET will buy back, but now where's your damage? We're going to be seeing Kabu caught out, and they're just losing so much left and right, but Old 11 gets some dots against him. LPC still trying to bring his team back from the brink. If there's anyone that can, it's him, but right now, U9 on Fenrir. Frostbite's not going to mean much, as both Dark Pact and Shadow Dance are used to bring him down. So I honestly thought it was just EHOME going for the tier 2 and walking away, but they were hungry for more, and they got quite a bit out of it.
Yeah, weakness. Let's see if they're going to lose the Terrorblade here. He jumps forward, does get the pounce in. And
another Sunder!
Well, the cooldown is low. He does pop the BKB, and now he's going here on the backline support. Kabu's on the run. And it looks like they won't have the lockdown necessary. Next Assassin could actually just pick up the kill. He does get the one-hit wonder there, and they do back off. Yeah, from casting the DPL games for EHOME, one thing they do actually
position to secure themselves the playoffs, 100%.
Well, taking the Aegis will help us well, and looks like they're going to find one more, perhaps 2 more. Torrent's going to find both, and everyone's being slowed down. The Egg's going to get popped out here, not really being focused by the Terrorblade. Terrorblade really gunning for the Viper kill. He will get it. The Egg will pop, though. Not really hitting too much of anybody. And looks like Slark also forced to run away. Phoenix 1v4. Yeah, good luck with that
LPC's
one.
got this.
Yeah.
His Phoenix game has been really on point, but he's definitely done the most hero damage, but what does it mean in the end? Essential War drops down. U9 gets caught by the Frostbite. X mark, and he is definitely going down. It's just a matter of time. This is very unfortunate. TongFu, I mean, they've tried to do what they can to mitigate the effectiveness of EHOME's team fight, but they just seem to find just one spell. Northwest of the map, with the exception of Old 11. Scans unavailable for either side, so this is really a blind movement, but finally the Observer Ward will clip Old 11, and this should be a pick. They're going to be in swap range. They're going to be able to kill off the Dark Seer, but in the meantime, you're going to be seeing some push action.
I think EHOME will get the tier 2 and probably just back off. Probably won't push without
I would have said that 5 minutes ago, too, and bastard. Going in hard, and he's just going to be able to vendetta himself out, no problem at all. This means that, at least for the moment, they haven't committed fully to the tier 2, but they've got the Aegis, and they really want this fight. Going in under the Sentry Ward, going to be able to get that hit off, and a big 2-man stun on the backline from the Nyx Assassin, followed up by the Torrent. U9 gets Carapace and will get killed off, pounce or not. He is going down, and what can you do at this point? I don't even know.
This could just be the game right here. I know I said that literally 5 minutes ago.
It's true, but yeah, this one I absolutely agree, because they still have the Aegis. The only thing they will be lacking is the meta, because they'll be pushing the tier Aegis, Mech, and Blink.
I'm surprised to see it here, because
it's not even that necessary, really. But all the same, we're going to be seeing aggressive mover from TongFu. They know their target. They're definitely going to find them, but whether or not they're going to get the kills they need is the question here. Kunkka will have the armlet on for a while. It's a very split fight, but Lanham will be able to get the boat off before going down. Supernova pops on EHOME.iceiceice, keeping him away, while Fenrir is going to be gunned down here. Glimmer Cape still on cooldown for a few more seconds, but he'll Nova, and the Sunray will focus him down. In the meantime, Lin dropping very low here, just going to call it, gets reflected, gets right-click down. This Terrorblade bringing terrible aid. This is just too much for them to deal with.
Yep. And our predictions are quite incorrect.
I kind of just clicked through. It's hard to really take it all in at once. I'm sure the viewers at home have a